Can I have an ID, please?
No, you cannot.
Okay, then turn around, put your hand behind.
Okay, you want to do your investigation?
Okay. You're being detained.
Okay.
So I'll take that.
You're gonna seize my property, huh?
I am. Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
I want to file a complaint on him. I don't know what the process is. I briefly looked at the complaint process over there, but you're gonna let me go in a minute. I promise you that. Okay. On my ID.
Okay.
I asked you a question. Why don't you answer me, public servant?
Sure. Yeah. I'll take your ID if you're willing to give it to me.
You can go in my back pocket and illegally seize it if you like.
So your opinion is that you're not happy with the way that he investigated it, but that doesn't mean it's a violation.
How do you investigate that? You ask for ID. You try to.
Well, I would confirm it was a beer first.
Okay, but don't tell me what my assumption is going to be and what my train of thought is going to be at.
You're dismissed. Sorry. Get the flashlight out of my face.
I'm asking you, what do you have there?
It's none of your business.
It's an open container.
Yep.
That you cannot.
What's your name and badge number?
It's Officer O'Donnell, Keene PD.
Cool.
You're
What's your
being
name
recorded.
and badge number?
Okay. You're being detained.
Okay.
So I'll take that.
You're gonna seize my property, huh?
I am. Yes.
Okay.
Okay. So can I have an ID, please?
No, you cannot.
Okay. Then turn around, put your hand behind.
Okay, you want to do your investigation?
Okay. Yep.
Why don't you look at the vehicle?
Okay.
Why don't you look at the vehicle?
You can be detained for now.
Okay, yeah, you can detain me.
That's fine. You'll be detained for now.
All right.
Okay.
Do an investigation.
Put your hand behind your back.
Yep, sure.
That's fine.
Yep. You got a sergeant? Call the sergeant right now. Face. Yeah. Do your investigation, then you can detain me.
Okay. Well, right now you're being detained.
All right, great. I'm not under arrest, right?
You're being detained for the moment.
Cool. You're gonna let me go in a minute. I promise you that.
Okay.
And I'm gonna file complaints on you for not doing your investigation first.
What's your name and badge number?
Yeah. Why don't you look at it? Yeah, look at it. Head.
Okay, that's fine.
There you go. Oh, there you go.
that's fine.
Yeah, let me out of the cuffs.
Okay.
Yeah, get the fuck out of the cuffs.
Okay.
What was it?
Get
What
the
was
fuck
it?
out
It's
of the
not
cuffs.
alcoholic, but I can go with it.
I don't give
I'm
a
sorry,
shit.
what was
Shut
it?
your mouth.
What was it?
It was non-alcoholic.
Alcoholic.
That's
What
fine.
was the
Yeah.
percentage on it?
Go ahead. 178.
Yeah. Oh, you want my ID still?
If you would like to file a complaint, I will let them know
You
you're.
want my ID?
Okay.
I asked you a question. Why don't you answer me, public servant?
Sure. I'll take your ID if you're
Yeah,
willing to
not
give
that-
it to me.
You can go in my back pocket and illegally seize it if you like.
Okay. You're all set
Yeah.
then.
All right. Thank you. Bye.
Okay, have a good night. Okay, have a good night.
You too. How'd you like that one? Hey, just to let you know I'm recording too. Oh, and you shut my video off, huh? You shut my video off, I see. F you, piece of shit. Bye. You're dismissed.
What's your name and badge number?
Hey, you like that bait?
Doobie, 264.
Okay, and who's that?
You remember me?
Who's that?
I'm just keeping you on your toes.
Who's that?
Do your investigations first, bud.
He
Then-
didn't give you his ID?
Nope.
Do your investigations first. That's all I ask.
Hey,
I'm just telling you.
yeah,
Just do your
I was just coming back
investigation
from a call, that's
Who's
all.
first.
that?
What are you doing?
All right,
I know. I know.
What's that cop's name?
it's O'Donnell.
O'Donnell, what's his?
I already got his
178.
name.
178?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh man, I love
Thank
getting
you.
taken out of cuffs for nothing. Love it. Love it. I'm sorry.
I
dude.
haven't seen you. How you been?
I'm good, dude.
Good.
Look, me and you are good.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely.
Why didn't you speak up? Come on, man.
I didn't know, honestly, I didn't know what was going on.
Dude, he said it was an open container, okay? He didn't do his investigation. Take a look at the beer bottle. Oh, he's pissed. He's, you know he's pissed, dude.
10-4. So I came out, he's my senior officer, he already had his own thing going on, so I couldn't see what it was.
Dude, I mean, so, let me ask you a question, right? And if you gotta go, you gotta go. I do want to ask you a question though.
Sure.
With these open containers, okay? How do you investigate that? You ask for ID. You try to.
Well, I would confirm it was a beer first.
Thank you, Doobie.
Yeah.
Why didn't he do that? He smelt it. He didn't even bother looking
I
at it.
can't speak for him.
What if he arrested me? That would be an illegal
we
arrest,
wouldn't
man.
allow that to happen.
I've dealt with worse, Doobie. Okay, with worse departments. And I'm not saying you guys are bad, but that is exactly why I did it. Because there's procedures and protocols, and I know what they are, and that's not it. It's not.
I got
You
you,
got to
buddy.
figure out. You got to do your investigation. You got to look at the bear, make sure it's not alcoholic, then detain, then get ID, then cite, and go from there. Come on. We all know the deal.
I got you,
Have
buddy.
it going, all right? Be
Yep.
safe.
Thank you.
So that's Doobie. Doobie. Not a bad guy. Took a lot of brunt from that guy in Keene. I'll show you a clip of that right now.
Get the detained.
Oh.
Stop. Joe Biden.
264-138.
Oof. Don't touch me again. You touch me again, I'm gonna spray you with mace.
You always thought I was a
Get the
friend.
f away from me.
Put your hands behind your back. You're under arrest. Put your hands behind your back. You're under arrest.
Joe Biden. Get the Keene immediately now.
He said he was a senior. Oh, thank you, buddy. Be safe, all right? Huh. Amazing. So Doobie's cool. The other guy, he's an asshole. I told him to get me out of the cuffs though real quick. He smelt the bear. He smelt it. Guys, it's a 0%. 0%. And he smelt the bear. Come on.
It's almost as good as the fishing pole.
It smells like beer. I mean, it is beer. It's just non-alcoholic. So, kudos to Doobie. Screw the other guy. He didn't get my ID, did he? All right, everyone. So we are over here at the Keene, New Hampshire Police Department. We're going to be filing a complaint for an improper investigation for the non-alcoholic open container of Heineken 0.0%. On Officer O'Donnell. I talked to the lieutenant over the phone. I told him I was going to be coming in here, and let's see how dispatch reacts and maybe another police officer, if anything at all. Yeah, can I speak with ZAMORE, please?
Yeah, can I get your name?
I'd rather not. I'm going to be filing an anonymous complaint. Thank you.
Okay, give me 1 minute. I'll...
Do you allow drinking in here?
What?
Do you allow drinking in here?
Go ahead.
I can?
I believe so. I don't think there's anything against it.
Oh, okay.
And she was wondering for saying okay to drinking like a normal beverage.
Who knows?
Like a beer.
I've made contact with county. We're all set.
Complaint procedure.
That works.
Theft, bribery, acceptance of gratuities, harassment, rudeness, unprofessional conduct, language failure to follow up, excessive force, unlawful arrest, illegal search. I mean, those are just one of many. Good, you? Good. This isn't obviously an issue anymore, is it?
And what do you mean?
Well, I'm just saying this is what I had on me, so that's why I
Yeah.
brought it in.
No, I got it. What do you mean? Is it?
You ZAMORE?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I talked to you over the phone.
Yeah.
Right, about O'Donnell.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I want to file a complaint on him. I don't know what the process is. I briefly looked at the complaint process over there, but I don't know.
What would the, so what is the actual complaint? Obviously, and you don't need to go through it
Yeah.
again, but what would be the violation of law or?
It's not a violation of law. I mean, it's procedure. You know what I mean? He didn't conduct an investigation properly.
So.
I mean, yes, he is
it's
able
your-
to
but that's-
detain.
So your opinion is that you're not happy with the way that he investigated it? But that doesn't mean it's a violation of of policy.
procedure or policy?
It doesn't mean that
I mean, is that okay? I mean, so you guys are just allowed to assume before either detaining somebody or arresting somebody? I mean, as you
Well,
go by, because he did assume that.
Well, I think at that point, he has reasonable articulable suspicion
I agree.
to believe that possibly a crime is being committed. So
I'm not gonna
he
disagree with you
So
on
then
that.
he detains you.
Of course. And, but he wasn't happy because I didn't want to identify. Now, you don't
Maybe,
have,
maybe not.
so you don't have to identify because you're detained. You only have to
You
identify.
don't have to tell me that.
Well, I'm telling you
Right?
because I'm just trying to get a better understanding of where we're at, because a lot
Okay.
of police departments and police officers don't really understand. They don't think that we understand, right? You may understand, but we don't.
Okay.
I do, okay? And that's the difference here. And so what I'm saying is that he did have reasonable articulable suspicion to detain me. I don't disagree. He did not have the ability to identify me, though. And the reason why is because, one, I wasn't being cited, okay, because the investigation wasn't conducted fully, obviously. And two, I wasn't under arrest. And those are the only times that you have to identify yourself in the state of New Hampshire unless you're driving. For, you know, it would be disobeying if you were driving. So I know the law. And he wasn't happy because as soon as he asked me for ID, I said, no, you're not getting it.
Can I have an ID, please?
No, you cannot.
Okay, then turn around, put your hand behind your
Okay, you
back.
want to do your investigation?
Okay, yep.
Why don't you look at the video? And because of that, he put me in cuffs, he detained me, right? And I wasn't going anywhere, I wasn't resisting or anything. You know, I told him, I said, look at the bottle.
Sure.
Dude, look at the bottle. And he smells it. I mean, you could smell it. It smells like beer, right? Beer is 99% of the time is alcohol.
So I guess.
But all he had to do, I asked Doobie after the fact,
Yeah.
and I asked him what he would do. You know what he said to me?
I don't.
I would have looked at the bottle.
I would confirm it was a beer first.
Thank you, Doobie.
Yeah.
Why didn't he do that? He smelt it. He didn't even bother looking at it.
Okay.
I mean,
So I guess I'm wondering. So I guess he sees something he perceives to potentially be a crime. There's no,
Possibly, yeah.
There's no disagreement that
No.
what he's seeing in the perception.
no. No, no.
So then he detains you. He feels that it's appropriate to put you into handcuffs, whether that's because you failed to ID yourself or he
Yeah.
felt more comfortable just do it that way.
That's fine.
The body cam video goes for about 2 minutes,
Okay.
and within the time that you're in handcuffs, I would say within about 10 seconds, he does read the label, whether that's because you offer
Exactly.
confirmation of such.
Exactly.
It's determined that based on, and it doesn't mean that's not alcohol in there, it just means that's what that label says.
Okay. I
Who
mean,
knows?
if you want
Who
to
knows?
bring it to a lab, right? I mean,
Right?
yeah, I get it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So if someone purports something to be like, say, a controlled drug they're not supposed to have, right? We've arrested those people. I'm
Like
sure,
diabetics?
At some point. No. I mean, like something that's purported to be in a tied off corner baggie.
Okay.
Right, that looks like, and the person doesn't want to elaborate and doesn't want to.
Which we don't have to.
Right, no, you don't, but there's probable cause to make the arrest. We send it to the lab because there was enough evidence to get to that point.
Okay.
Lab comes back, says it's not.
And they drop the
that,
case.
And we dump the case.
Yeah.
There was no lack of, or, I don't want to try it. So you're saying.
So
the
let me ask you a
investigation-
question.
What else do you want the investigation to do?
So let me ask you a question, right?
Sure.
If there was a diabetic, okay, and they were using insulin in a hypodermic needle, okay, and they were on the sidewalk,
Mm-hmm.
right? Which, I mean, is illegal. You can't be doing on the sidewalk, right? I mean, we all.
No, I wouldn't.
You can't do. You can do on the sidewalk. You could just.
If I have a prescription and I stop and go,
We're talking like actual.
what do you mean actual?
Well, like.
You didn't specify that.
Well, but you're gonna assume, okay, right off the bat, that it's not diabetic
No, don't tell me. What
until
I'm
you do an
assuming.
investigation
No, not necessarily.
and figure it out.
Not necessarily.
But that's what happened here.
Okay, but don't tell me what my assumption is going to be and what my train of thought is going to be because I can't even tell you because it depends on different types of
course.
scenarios and every case is different. So let's not get into I'm going to
Hypotheticals and
Right.
yeah.
But it doesn't mean that's not alcohol in there. It just means that's what that label says.
Okay.
But I'm never going to
Guys
tell
do
you
that
what
all
you're
the
going
time.
to think, but I'd appreciate you not telling me what I'm going to think either. Fair enough?
Fair.
Okay. In this case, the video goes for about 2 minutes. It's hard to tell, and I'm sure at some point you encouraged him to look at it, but it's hard to tell.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't want to get dragged through the process of
He
an
looks at
unlawful
it.
arrest.
So he
with,
looks at it. It's not alcohol, and you're released.
yeah,
So where is
Exactly.
the failure?
he did not investigate.
I don't think there was time to say that he.
I
he
had
goes
to
for 2
tell. If
minutes.
I didn't tell him, who knows what he would have done?
Who knows?
He was ready to arrest me.
Who knows?
He was ready to drag me to the car. He
We
was
can't-
already
we
walking me to the
can't say
vehicle.
that would have happened.
I can guarantee you that's what was going to happen.
You know?
Because because his demeanor.
I'm not saying that it wasn't going to happen, but I can't tell you that it would have happened. There wasn't enough time allowed after being put into the handcuffs to determine what the outcome.
How do you investigate that? You ask for ID. You try to.
Well, I would confirm it was a beer first.
You don't have to be a detective, okay, or rocket science to figure this out.
And it was figured out.
Yeah, because I told him. If I didn't tell him,
Don't.
who knows what
Who
would have
knows?
happened?
There you go. Good job. Who knows?
Who knows what would have
Who
happened?
knows?
Okay.
We're not going to know.
He's going to drag me here, put me
We're
under
not gonna
arrest
know.
for not identifying myself, open container. Yes, he would have. And then you would have felt stupid, actually conducted the full investigation.
No, he wouldn't arrest you for necessarily not. Are you saying that he would have arrested you solely for not identifying yourself, or because not to identify yourself in order to receive a citation?
Exactly.
Okay.
Exactly, because you have to identify if you are being cited.
Sure.
I know that. I mean,
No, I wanted to make sure that what you said I was interpreting
yeah,
accurately.
exactly. So who knows? I'm just
Who
saying.
knows?
But I know. But
Who
the
knows?
the problem goes to the courts and everything. It's out of your hands, and you know you go move on to the next case,
But we
right?
can't say what was going to happen because I don't think you will.
He.
I asked him what his.
Oh, you
his
talked to
thought-
him?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Because I asked him, "Could I watch your body camera?
Okay.
I want to see what this is going to be, so
All
I
right.
could be more informed for when you come in."
Okay.
So I asked him, "Was he going to arrest you?" And he didn't have an answer at that point because he was still investigating.
Okay.
So you can assume or do hypotheticals all you want, or in your mind come up with what was going to happen.
Yeah.
That's.
I mean, you guys trump up charges all the time. Police trump up charges for bullshit all the time. I mean, you guys fish for license, you know, run plates. You go fishing for probable cause to search a vehicle. I mean, it's a fishing expedition.
You guys, that's.
I'm not talking about you in general. I'm talking about as a police
but I
force.
take it that way.
You know, I mean, you guys fish. You guys look for crimes. I'm not against that.
course
Okay,
you
it's
look
just
for
how
crimes.
you go about doing it, right?
But-
And by going about this, okay,
But
was the wrong way of doing it. By smelling a beer.
You wanted him to approach you. You wanted an
Oh yeah,
interaction with him.
100%,
You
100%.
reported
Because
that-
I think it's important.
But so ask him. He says he saw you. It was the third time he saw you, and he believes that the first two times.
Oh, he
one
saw me
was-
before that.
Yeah, that you
Nice.
actually took it was doing the old like, oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay.
So you are,
Baiting you?
if you want to use that.
Okay. What about bait car drug deals? I mean, you guys bait us all the time. You can't get upset about that.
I'm not. I'm saying that you are making a perception.
Yes,
Yes.
I did.
Right.
100%.
So where was he doing? Where was the wrong? Because you don't think you're not happy he looked at the bottle
Dude,
fast enough.
if I was to stop somebody, okay, and I'm talking about, I'm not even a police officer, okay, but I do know the law very, very well. If I was to stop somebody for an open container, okay, yes, you're right. You can detain them. The first thing I would do is say, what are you drinking, right? I'm drinking a beer. I don't have to tell you it's 0%, right? But the first thing I would do is take the beer and look at it. Okay. He took the beer and put it on the ground and put me in cuffs because I didn't identify. This could have been all, he would have never had to put me in cuffs if he just looked at the goddamn bear.
So where?
Is
So you're not happy. You're not
Yeah,
happy
I mean,
with
his
the third
conduct, just, I mean, he was gung-ho about getting my ID, and it's just, it was unnecessary is what I'm telling you, when all he had to do was look at the goddamn label of the bear.
party. Okay, but he didn't do that.
And you think that's okay? You think that's a proper investigation right off the bat? I didn't run away from
He
him.
can do what he feels is necessary within a reason to detain you. He did that.
Okay, so
I
you
am
don't
not-
see any wrongdoing here?
No.
You don't think that he can conduct this type of investigation
have.
better?
He could have.
Okay,
I don't
that's
think-
all I'm looking for.
He could have.
Okay.
Well, and I was, but I'm not going to fault the way he did it.
Okay. Well, I mean, I'll have thousands of people fault the way he did it.
That's fine.
You know, I mean, they'll redress their grievances with you, along with myself. And if you don't think this is serious, I mean, this is petty. This is a petty citation, okay? I get it, it's against the law. I don't disagree with that, okay? The law is the law, right? But when you conduct yourself in the way he conducted himself in the investigation, okay, which was a petty investigation, what is he going to do on a bigger investigation? What is he going to lack of?
Within 2 minutes, the entire encounter is 2 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
Within the time that you're placed into cuffs, probably within 10, 15 seconds,
Yeah.
it's determined that's non-alcoholic and you're released.
But I had to tell him that. He smelt it. He wasn't going to look at the beer unless I told him, because he didn't.
How do you can't say what he was going to
Dude,
do.
he was dragging me over to the vehicle. He was ready to drag me over to the vehicle.
Well, okay.
He started
I watched
pulling me towards the
I watched
vehicle.
the video and didn't see where
And
you
then
were
that's
going.
when I told him, okay, because he was going to escalate it into a possible arrest, okay? And before that happened, and I should have let it go all the way through. I should have. I should have let it go all the way through and see exactly how he does it. But I didn't, because I didn't want to deal with it. I just figured that he'd be smart enough as a police officer. Hopefully, thank God he doesn't become a detective because he's going to fail that 100%. It's 0%. All you got to do is look at the bottle. It's clear as frickin' day. It says it twice on here, for Christ's sakes. I mean, you don't have to be, you know, a detective to figure that out. And he's an officer.
So he takes the amount of time to detain you, take what he believes is evidence from you.
Yep.
And then within about 10 seconds has you released.
Because I told him.
Then don't tell him next time. I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what you're here to complain about. I mean, I know what you're here to complain about, but
It's stupid. This is so stupid.
I don't see it.
I mean, how many people, how many other people, how many,
upon yourself.
but how many, okay, how many times are people going to be harassed for something like this?
Every time an officer sees.
Okay, which is fine. They can stop them and detain them legally. But, I mean, are they going to throw them in cuffs? Are they going to demand an ID? Are they going to threaten them with an arrest? Are they going to not look at the 0% on it? Are they just going to take the bottle and go like this? Give me that?
I didn't hear that you were threatened with an arrest tonight.
No.
No,
I wasn't.
exactly.
I wasn't.
Exactly.
No.
So, if you want to throw more hypotheticals,
Come on, you guys do it all the
have at
time.
it. Then have at it.
Oh, what if this happened? Or,
That's what you're
oh,
doing.
what if there was a sexual assault predator in here
Anything else?
and somebody was, you know, you can't record them because, you know,
Is there anything else?
it's all right. I'll let other people redress my grievances. Do you know my YouTube channel? No. You don't? Okay. Well, you have an email?
I have a work email.
Do you have a business card?
Not on me.
Can I have one, please?
Sure.
Okay.
Let's, get everybody to
Call you?
emails?
Yeah.
Oh, they feel popular. All right, give me a minute.
All right. They'll tell you how they feel.
What's that?
They'll tell you how they feel.
Okay.
Citizen complaint form. It doesn't matter anyway. I know these complaints, they just go right in the trash anyway. They're pointless. I mean, I'm not going to say that you shouldn't file complaints. Always file complaints if you can. But I know already that even if I file this, it's just going to be a complete waste of time with him. You know, they're going to say, oh, we found no wrongdoing.
Did he see the video in which the officer was approaching you in an aggressive manner?
What, with a flashlight?
All he's no, his body language. The body language of that officer was
Yeah.
aggressive.
Hypotheticals. How about the hypothetical about, oh, that might actually be alcohol in there? That's a hypothetical, right?
Oh, yeah.
I mean, he's playing hypotheticals too, isn't he? I mean, this may not be non-alcoholic beer. It may be alcoholic beer. Who knows? Right? Hypothetical. I'm just gotta play the same game they play. Appreciate it.
No problem, man.
right.
Anything else?
No.
Alrighty, have a good night.
Well, check your voicemails and these emails. You're getting a lot of them. All right, everyone. So that's going to be it over here today at Keene, New Hampshire Police Department to file that BS complaint with that lieutenant. I'll put all of his information up. If you feel as if O'Donnell did not conduct his investigation thoroughly and properly, you could always redress your grievances here. I will put all the information up. I appreciate all your support. Please make sure you go like, share, and subscribe to my channel at Press NH Now. Appreciate all your support. Also, check out my playlist to see some videos you might not have seen in the past. Hit that like button. Let all your friends and family know about my activism in and around the New England area. Always check the description. All links will be included. Donations are greatly appreciated. They do help me continue my activism in and around the New England states. We're going to end it off here. Please redress your grievances if necessary and be polite if you can. Until the next one, Press NH Now. Peace.